The lightweight's here. Super lightweight wheel. Someone said this is a fake Pinarello. Let's have a look. Is this a fake Pinarello? Is this a fake Pinarello? Can you tell? The keen eye will be able to tell, is this a fake Pinarello? The keen eye. Let me know down below. Fake or legit? They're all coming out of China anyway, the fake ones and the real ones. But this one is a real Pinarello. Oh, made in China. Made in China. They're all made in China. Even the site made in Italy means painted in Italy. That's just a sticker, bike made in Italy. But frame made in China. Genuine Pinarello, this one is. And you can tell because it has the Italian bottom bracket thread for those keen eyes out there. I wouldn't recommend buying fake product ever. Oh, gloves maybe, but not a bicycle frame. You don't know what can happen to it. Let's get to the video here. Got the hairy banshee feet, and then we have some rims here. Rim brakes are dead. Rim brakes are finished. Finito. Kaput. Kapowski. I just bought these off Facebook Marketplace. $60 Australian delivered. Here in Adelaide, they were delivered from northern suburbs. A legit wheel, not stolen. So no funny business. A legit wheel. This is all Chinese made. China. Chinese spokes. Chinese hubs. And a Chinese rim. This is a head rim. China. Made in China. And a Bitex wheel. Let's have a look at the weight here. Let's have a look at the weight. It's nice and wide. I can't believe these was $60. He said there was some flat spots going on, but I can't see that at all. Just fantastic. Heaps of life left on these wheels. And let's weigh them. Let's weigh them out. And we have bang bang. So these are a sub 1500 gram wheel set for $60 Australian. That's about, I don't know, is that 40 USD? The devil wheels, the 666. So about 660 grams. 660 grams, we'll say, for the front. Clincher, rim brake. Rear, no skewer, rim tape. Let's have a look-see. So 830. So 890. So that's a sub 1500 gram wheel set, if it's my maths are correct. It's been a while since I did year 12, been like 20 something years, so correct if I'm wrong there. The free hub body as well is in fantastic condition. What I love about the Bitex hub is it's got this little thing in here, this little metal spline, and that prevents excessive gouging of the aluminium free hub body. It's the anti-bite. 6-pole. Bearings, perfect bearing quality. And so fantastic. That's a Bitex hub. They make an OEM company in China. They make for a lot of brands out there. And so yes, this is a head rim. Chinese head rim. Whenever you say Chinese, people think it's fake, but no, this is a legitimate head rim coming out of China, which all the alloy and carbons coming out of these days. Except for the lightweights, they are made in Deutschland for some crazy price. This is the deal here. Rim brakes are dead. What a deal! 1500 gram wheel set for $60 Australian. I'll have to work out what USD that is. Basically, rim brakes are dead. Rim brakes are dead. DOA. The four factories I use are OEM factories who make, this is for Pragma bikes. I can't mention who I deal with because of various NDA agreements, but I can say that the same frames you see in the Tour de France podiums are being made out of the same factories that I've been using. Three of the four factories I use are making Tour de France podium bikes and or World Tour team bikes. And what I'm being told is that rim brakes are they're getting done. My frames are on three of the factories I use are made to order rim brake bikes. And now there's a massive backlog of orders from Specialized, etc. So I've been like put to the back of the queue, and I've been talking to a few my contacts in China, and they're just saying, yeah, rim brakes. So if you do want a rim brake bike, keep what you've got. If you want a new one, get what you can get. And if you want a custom painted one, if you want one while I'm riding, get a Pragma through me. DoingRiders@gmail.com. It's insane, man. I'm like 2020, man. 2020, what a year. It's like, is this a dream? Is this a nightmare? What's going on? This is nuts, man. It's not. What's going on? It's crazy. This morning I went up Norton Summit. Really fast group caught me just about 30 seconds in. I held on for a few minutes and then poof, my doors. A few of us got dropped, self included, but kept fighting to the line and just gets good workout in. Never quit. Always fight to the line. Get those workout gains going on. Get the cardio, mitochondrial efficiency gains going on. But all these fast guys run rim brake bikes. You know, it was amazing just how fast these young crew coming up are. They are blitzing it, man. They are blitzing it. It's amazing. Just they got cadence, they got carbs, they got power, they're getting it done. It's really cool to see. They're training hard, man. This dude's doing 15,000, 20, 30,000 K a year. And like hard miles, you know, fast miles, not just doing a lot of bike packing, cruising around, chasing seagull miles, like getting it, you know, getting some watts out there, which is what you got to do if you want to be a good racer. But yeah, rim brakes dead. DOA. That's not DOA, is it? Dead on arrival. Dead on arrival of disc brake marketing hype. Crazy. So yeah, rim brakes for road racing, getting. But look at these wheels I just bought. $60 Australian. He had them listed for, I think, for $150. No one bought them. Then they went down to $100. No one bought them. And I'm like, well, I've got heaps of wheels. And then he put them down to $50. And I'm like, I mean, you can't let us set a nice sub 1,500 gram rim brake. Someone's got to buy them. You know, and I bought them. And it cost me $10 to get them shipped over. And I'm just like, and it was a great sale. And I thought there's going to be something wrong with these wheels. There's nothing wrong with them. I can't find anything wrong with them. I'm like, sure, the rims are cooked. Rims are fantastic. I'm just like, $50. And they're not stolen. Just from a legit person. A lot of stolen bike product out there, I'd say, especially in the US. So buyer beware. Because if you buy something stolen, then it's not really yours anymore if someone grabs it. And it's just, but again, be hard to find out what's stolen, what's not. You know, it can be very hard to prove it because you can't just say to someone, hey, I think this is stolen. You know, I mean, you can say that, but like, how are you going to prove that? But this is a legit cyclist. $50 Aussie plus $10 shipping. Nuts, man. This is insane. That wheel set probably would have retailed for $800 a few years ago. And it's a good wheel set, a good rim, a great spoke, a good hub, a sub 1,500 gram quality alloy rim brake build. I'm like, these rims are gonna be thrashed. They're gonna be concave like that. You know, $50. What do you expect? Nah. Fantastic condition. Crazy. So that's all they're worth these days. You know, rim brake bikes are worth nothing. I mean, you got two things: your actual market value, like gold. You know, if you're gonna sell a gold necklace, there's a market value for that. And then you're like, oh, this is sentimental. You know, someone gave this to me. It means a lot. I'm only gonna sell it for $10,000, but it's only worth $2,000. That's your sentimental market value. That's cool. Or maybe it's got some X factor. Maybe it was Princess Diana's gold necklace. So the market value plus the status value. Okay, fair enough. Okay, autographed or whatever. But then you have bicycles like market value, like an S-Works Tarmac SL4 with SRAM Red, you know, 22 or 10 speed in Australia is market value about $1,000 Aussie. Now some people sell that bike for $4,500, and I've bought those bikes for $1,000, and they're like legit ones. They're from local riders here in South Australia, legit, not stolen. Market value $1,000, you know, $1,000, you know, maybe $1,500. But today you see people selling for like $4,500, $5,000, even $6,000. You know, and that's perceived market value. It's not actual market value. Like if you went to a bike shop and say, hey, will you do a trade-in? They might give you $800 for it, even though it was like a 12,000 Aussie dollar bike back in say 2013 or whatever. And it's a sick bike as long as the fork's not cracked. Always check if you buy a second-hand bike, drop out the fork before you hand the cash over. And so the market value of rim brakes is just dropping more and more and more, even though Rim Road is a superior product in my personal experience. And if every second matters, rim brakes. I mean, I was going to the hill today. My bike, 6.5 kilo with pedals, rim brake. And I couldn't fault the bike. I wasn't like, oh, get these stupid disc brakes off my bike. You know, I'm like, the bike was perfect. It was just me, you know. I couldn't blame anything else. You know, just my conditioning is coming back. It's fine. But I would hate to be a racer and you could get the win, but then the competition's on a lighter bike than you, and they have an advantage. They have that little marginal gain advantage, you know. They have it. So it would suck, man, to be a sponsored rider now and not have the choice of what equipment you want to ride. You know? And 5 years ago, that didn't really matter because everything was pretty good. But these days in 2020, you got guys like Pogacar who are riding these 6.8 kilo rim brake bikes. You got Team Sky riding these 6.8 kilo Pinarellos with lightweight clinches, lightweight tubeless. You know, like, that's a huge advantage there. So coming into 2021, you know, we saw in the Giro this year that the rim brakes won the Giro. The rim brakes won the Tour of Spain. The rim brakes won Tour de France. You know, Tao Veganhart on his Pinarello rim brake winning the Giro. We had Primoz Roglic on his Chinese Bianchi, his Vietnamese Bianchi rim brake winning that. And then we had Pogacar winning Tour de France on a Colnago, Chinese, made in China there. You know, rim brake. It's big advantages there for the GC riders in such a tightly contested thing. But anyway, I think I've done 1 or 2 videos about disc brakes versus rim brakes. I think 1 or 2 videos, maybe 3 videos I've done on that. But yeah, the rim brake market is just really starting to, it's like Bitcoin back in 2018. It's just, the floor's just dropping right down. So if you want to buy rim brake stuff, don't buy just yet. Wait a bit longer because it's going to get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. It's worth nothing, even though it's a superior product for road race in not my opinion, but based on the data. A 1200 gram wheel set rim brake. How can you, like, where is the 1200 gram disc brake wheel set out there? It's not out there. And that's including rotors, because if you run a disc, you include rotors on there. So your 1200 gram disc wheel set now becomes 1450 gram wheel set. And you're probably going to spend $7,000 Aussie to get that 1450 gram wheel set disc, about 7 grand, give or take, versus what I got for 50 bucks off Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts.